Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai22. Gachiakuta. Another episode. Episode 5. Um, Not a lot happened in this episode. Well, it's the conclusion of last week. After an altercation with that trash beast, they took care of it. What's her face was a little concerned because she was, of course, I'm talking about Reaper. She was talking to Zanka, telling him that the trash beast core was not an anima. Instead, it was an actual tool, like what givers have. So it was very concerning. They're having a party for Rudo, and Rudo's not being very, because he's upset at what happened. He's being he's the same basic thing that he doesn't have control of his power. He can't be very useful. And this guy, one of the supporters, whose name I need to find. Apologies. Gris. So yeah, Gris basically goes to him and tells him that, find what you want, that you originally wanted, and go from there. That's basically what he was saying to him. Now, while this was happening, in the beginning of the episode, actual beginning of the episode, we have this reveal of this villain who wants Rudo for some reason. Now, he hasn't been revealed the name yet. Name hasn't been revealed yet. But what ends on happening is a mission comes forward. He basically kills this guy because he's got the information he needs. And what transpires is the secretary basically tells everybody there's a mission and Rudo's going to go with them because there's a spherite involved. Thinking Rudo can find more information of how to get back up there to the sphere, that whole business. Now, unfortunately, they go on the mission, and they encounter this woman who's going to take them there. In the words of our General Akbar, it's a trap! And indeed, it was a trap. The woman was not a person. She was a mud person. And they got strapped in a hole, and we are encountering, as the title of this episode is called, Raiders. But they're like bandits. They steal and they sell and do all these illegal shits on the ground area, and they encounter them. But what happens is Rudo and the supporters leave. Zanka fights these two raiders. It's an interesting fight. Rating-wise for this episode, I'm not going to really go crazy because not a lot happened. Yeah? I'll probably give this an 8.5 out of 10. It wasn't like, whoa, blowing me away. So he fights these two. One controls mud with this shovel she has. And the other guy's completely useless. All he does is punches you, which is kind of stupid. Zanka eventually, after getting pushed around with the mud dolls and everything, is able to use his instrument and pinpoint where, it's sort of like a search kind of thing. So he stabs his instrument in the ground and uses it like a search area. Like it searches all the mud dolls. Pinpoint where the guy is, fucks him up, fucks her up, done deal, they're all both knocked out. However, Zanka does this. And right behind him is the guy we saw killing the other dude, who we now know is a raider. I know the guy's name, but I don't want to spoil. So, but that was pretty much the episode. Not a lot happened. But from this episode, episode 5, we can see this introduction to this villain. Now, I don't know how he's going to be instrumented into the grand scheme of things with the story. Because it just seems like some dude that wants Rudo. For some reason. I don't know why. But he wants him. Go figure. But yeah, that's not really a lot happened. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10. Of the episodes this week, I think the better ones were probably definitely Kaiju. Holy shit, Kaiju. And Dan. Not to say Gachiakuta wasn't good, it's just not a lot happened. We had the party. Also, I forgot this guy was making a graffiti on the wall. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. So, I don't really have else to say about this episode aside from the fact that there was a fight. Zanka took care of business. Excuse me. And then he got sneak attacked in the behind by this new villain, who we eventually should get the name in the next couple episodes. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys. I am interested, though, to see where this is going with this show. Because I think for this season, even though it's going to be like 20 plus episodes, we're not going to get Rudo going back. I would like to see, possibly, go back to the sphere and just to see what the hell's going on up there. Who knows? We'll see. This is Bonkai 922. I'll catch you guys later.